A House subcommittee is expanding its investigation into the Libor rate manipulation scandal.
So how big is this Libor scandal going to get? We have a former bank regulator who says it is the biggest antitrust violation we have ever seen. Joining us now is William Black. Good to see you again, Bill. Let me just say one thing, that first of all, if any bank, and this comes from a judge who's particularly interested in these affairs, if any, including, by the way, the New York Fed, gave knowingly false data to those who calculate Libor, no matter the purpose or the outcome, that bank violated federal law. And so at least that much, let's get that much down on the record as to what is and what isn't illegal. But we just got these transcripts between Barclays and a Barclays official and a New York federal bank official, New York Fed official. And let's just put that up on the screen and get your reaction to it. First of all, the unnamed Barclays trader says, "So we know that we're not posting an honest Libor," admitting that it's not an honest Libor. The New York Fed official, a woman named Fabiola Ravizzola, says, "Okay." The Barclays trader says, and yet we are doing it because if we didn't do it, it draws unwanted attention on ourselves. The Fed official, the New York Fed official says, "Okay, I got you then." Now, could this be considered collusion between the New York Fed and the Barclays official?
Yes, but it can be the type of person someone says in a conversation as well. Okay, I hear that. Okay, I hear that. And then they run and tell their boss, "Hey, this Barclays official just admitted to a felony. We need to shut down this whole Libor process."
But this was 4 years ago, though, Bill. If there was any indication they were breaking the law, wouldn't they have had an indictment before now?
Well, here's what happened. This is interesting because the head of the Bank of England tried to defend himself, said, "Well, gosh, I didn't think any of this could be fraud. I only learned this a month ago." And it can't be an open case of fraud because it took the regulators 3 years to investigate it. Well, why did it take 3 years? Because when the Commodities Future Trading Commission tried to get documents from Barclays, Barclays refused, and the authorities did not compel Barclays for over a year to turn over the documents.
Well, see, that leads to this question. I know everybody wants to jump all over the New York Fed and the Federal Reserve. You knew. The British Banking Association is the one that oversees Libor and has all this time. What can we do across the pond?
We could do a lot, but you wouldn't know it if you were listening to the General Counsel of the Fed, who told the Congress in a closed session that got printed that we had no authority at the Fed to deal with the Libor fraud because it didn't raise safety and soundness concerns. So here's my quiz to see whether you're qualified to be a financial regulator. Hint, Bernanke and Geithner already failed it. When you are told that there is a massive felony, what are the first two things you do? 1, you stop it, and 2, you make a criminal referral to the Justice Department. And they didn't do either of those things.
Well, doesn't that suggest to you, though, Bill, does that not suggest to you, then, that they didn't think there was anything criminal? Either they were part of a criminal collusive behavior, or they didn't think there was criminal activity going on.
Oh, it suggests to me that they were already early into the cover-up. And lots of things were being done. We changed the accounting rules, for example.
By the way, that's a strong word, Bill. You just used the word cover-up. That suggests in and of itself criminal activity. That's a strong word.
It certainly does, but it's really hard to make a case against a federal official unless they get paid, and there's no indication that they got paid. So I don't think there's any serious criminal case with regard to the Fed. But there's certainly going to be a defense. Barclays has already said it, that you can't come after us because the Bank of England told us to cheat on the rate to make us look better. That's the cover-up process. Yeah. The cover-up was about the true financial condition of the banks.
Well, the probe is expanding to more banks beyond Barclays. We're watching it all. Bill.